For all your equipment, parts, and service needs.
So when you come up here for the Murphy Spring Festival on May 5th and 6th, and possibly staying around for the 7th, of course, you're going to get hungry. So let's give you an idea of a place to go and get some good food. I'm sitting here talking with David Handford. He's the owner of Smoky Mountain BBQ Company, affectionately known as Barbecue Dave. Is that right?
Yep.
Good to see you.
How are you?
I'm very fine, thank you. And you're making me hungry. You walk in these doors, and it's a combination of great smells and good memories that come back over you.
Yep. That's one thing about barbecue is you'll smell it and just, automatically just kind of get hungry sometimes.
You kind of like the romanticism of barbecue. You've been doing this since you were, what, 14? Mm-hmm. You began as a summer job in a place not far from your house, and somehow it just clicked with you.
I always enjoyed it. I enjoyed, of course, eating it most.
Who doesn't, right?
And then I I learned more and more ways of how to prepare it and do other things to it and kind of craft flavors out of smoke. Years back, I went to a week school up in Missouri it was just all about barbecue and catering and things like that, doing whole hog, cookouts and things like that, and just really kind of honed in on the craft a little bit more.
So I would always think about the barbecue flavor coming from the sauce you put on it, but you say it all starts with the wood that you use. Is that right?
It is. Different woods give you different flavors. We here use white oak.
Okay.
It's a smoother, not quite as robust on the smoke itself, and it makes it to where it's enjoyable and not overdone. Okay. Different flavors like hickory will give you a bitter taste a little bit. Sometimes causes heartburn.
It's crazy.
You wouldn't think it, but
it does.
It does. And then you get the fruit woods like apple and cherry and things like that. They're really good on chickens and short cook, where those flavors are really going to stick to the meat.
Okay, so we're not going to make our conversation just about the mechanics of barbecue, because he knows that y'all have got your own favorite that you do at home too. You did say that the sauces you use here tend to taste a little bit more like the sauces folks in Chattanooga and North Georgia are used to, right? They're not vinegar based, they're more sweet.
Right. We have a couple different sauce options here. We have our What You Know Good sauce, and that's our house sauce that we make here. I love the tangy, so I like that vinegar, I like that mustard, things like that. So I kind of made this sauce as a ode to that. I took the South Carolina and the Eastern North Carolina and blended them and came up with the What You Know Good sauce.
What You Know Good, okay.
And then we also have our sweet sauce, which is closer to your commercial style barbecue sauce that's, a lot of brown sugar, a lot of sweetness to it.
Okay, so I get the feeling that if you were to be in Murphy long enough that you came here a couple of times, chances are that you would walk back in the door the second or third time and they would probably say, hey, as if they know you.
Pretty much.
And I'm guessing that your restaurant is a meetup place for friends.
It is. We have a popular night, Thursday, we do the Dollar Wing, Dollar Draft Day. And we've had lines all the way out to the gravel in the parking lot. Our record so far is 1,659 wings sold in one day.
But you weren't counting, right?
Not counting, no.
Okay, you're also pretty famous for something that you do called a brisket mac taco. Is that right?
Yes.
What is that?
So we started one day when we were in the food truck trying to come up with specials and things like that. And I got this wild hair one day that said, let's take some of the chopped brisket that's not as pretty to sell as a plate and put it on a tortilla shell, top it with mac and cheese with a little bit of onions and cilantro, and then a splash of barbecue sauce to it. So we ran it as a special. We posted on Facebook about it being our special that day, and we sold out that day. Wow. And then the next day we ran the food truck. We didn't do mac and cheese. And we had tons of people calling and coming up to the food truck saying, I need these brisket mac tacos. Like, I saw them on Facebook. They look awesome. We need this.
Wow.
And it ended up turning into just one of our staples on our menu.
And it was like your own version of a clean out the fridge night, and it was a bestseller.
Yeah.
You also told me that the secret to barbecue, I mean, of course you want to begin with a good cut of meat, I'm guessing, but really it's in how long you cook it, how long you smoke it. So what's a typical smoke time for you?
So a typical smoke time for us is anywhere from, as far as our pork and our brisket, anywhere from about 12 hours to up to 16. We run it low and slow, 250, 225 a lot of nights. So, and we pull it fresh out of the smoker.
Wow, just falls apart.
Yes.
I know that the music festival, I mean the Murphy Spring Festival, music is a big part of the day, so I keep calling it that, but the Murphy Spring Festival, you'll have a different type of a crowd here that day, but would you advise people to come early if they're hungry for lunch, because it's going to get busy?
I would, but there'll be a lot of food choices. I know we have quite a few food trucks and stuff that are going to be here too. The stage is usually set just right outside our porch here. So there is some porch seating, and we are going to do some walking style foods. I know that we've discussed smoked pork belly skewers.
Oh, that's smart.
And turkey legs, just kind of some fun stuff to do. That you can come in, grab it, go walk around and be able to eat.
So on the day of the festival, will you have your food truck operating as well as the restaurant?
Actually, our food truck's going to be at another event at the folk school for the Friends and Family Day.
Okay, which is a whole nother reason to come to Murphy, North Carolina. Just when you think you come for one reason, then you go, oh wait, look, there's that, and oh wait, look, there's that. But how can you ever go wrong with barbecue?
It's hard.
It's hard. So he's the master, Barbecue Dave, as he's known around here, and he will be in your family too. Come pay him a visit at Smoky Mountain BBQ on Tennessee Street in Murphy, North Carolina. If you come up for the Spring Festival, you'll find him. When you come back again, simply because it's a beautiful Saturday in the summer, you'll see him again.
More than likely.
Thank you, David.
Thank you.
D.F.E. gonna take a little trip all day. All day. All day, all day, all day. Every day. Every day. All day, every day.
That's what I keep hearing.
All week. All week. All week. Check it out.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Don't move.
Seriously? Come on, guys, I had him.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Wouldn't miss it.
That may be the smartest thing he said all day.
All day.
Loud and clear.
Every day.
Every day.
Let's go.
All day.
Justice.
Every day.
Heroes. All day, every day.
Does your home pass the smell test? It doesn't take a scientist to tell you there's a problem. Musty and moldy. Oh, rats! What happens down there affects the air up here. For indoor air quality that's clean and pristine, call the professionals at Ducks. Ducks is a family business